to my dear granddaughter. Dear granddaughter, I know you are proud of me as your grandmother. I know every time you see me, you say, I am that grandmother that you wish so many times that I could be your mother instead. Dear granddaughter, why stay in when it's a Friday night? Instead of you going out, I don't know who is there right now, but back in the day, we'd go out to Japanese show, we'd go out to Rikiki's show and sing, disappear. All my problems are over. Dear granddaughter, I see you wearing them long skirts, I see you wearing them long tops covering your neck. If I could have your body, I would reveal them beautiful legs and I would show the beauty of your boobs. But then, I do not have what you have now. Dear granddaughter, why do you shame me? Why do you bring tears to my face? At your age, I was that girl that everybody else talked about. I was that girl everybody else wanted to be. I was that girl that had life in her. I'm not saying you don't have life, but you just have that thing that I do not have. You just have that thing that I do not have. Dear granddaughter, you say you do not drink, but I feel like I could use one right now. But I will not have this drink right now, because I feel that this letter that I am writing to you is way more important. You should know what your grandmother was like in her youth. I was as much notorious. I wish your mother was like me, but no. In fact, she chose to be something else. And I feel she has changed you in a way that I wish I could change you. And I could make you more like me. Why stay home when it's a Friday night? Why not go out and enjoy the beauty of the night? Why not be more like your grandmother at your age? When I was only 20, I was already smoking weed. When I was at your age, I had already taken so many pills just to know how it felt to be high. Just to know how it felt to be on that level. When you really do not care about anything else. When all you want is to have that feeling of being alive. That feeling of wanting to write up a secret. Maybe I should write up a secret about this. Maybe, for I have taken United, but at the same time, I was, in my youth, the person everyone wanted to be. I know no one wants to see me today, but I know when you talk to your friends about me, you say, my grandmother is the coolest grandmother ever. She can allow me to go out all weekend and not ask me where you were. She gives the time now to ask you, why did you not go out? If you actually even tried to do anything, even drinking, who drinks juice? I would have tasted all the types of wine if I could afford them. Dear granddaughter, I know your mother might have been a mistake. For I, at some point, tried to have her so many times, but I lost her through my ways. Not that I'm proud of it, but it was like one of those mistakes that happened on one of those occasional nights where I had so much to drink, where I had put so many pills, where I had smoked so much of the smoke and the weed, and my body that I could not control so much that I just let it go and I just gave in to my cravings. Oh my God, what did I do to myself? Why did I let myself go astray? But at the same time, I had fun. I felt so alive. I felt that the world was in my hand, that I was so in control. I felt that I could be anything, and I was everything that I wanted to be. Dear granddaughter, that I never had. I am but your barren grandmother who writes to you even though I know that I can never, and I will never hold you in my hands and told you how much I've waited for you. For my ways stole me away from you. My ways only left me with the pains, with the addiction, with sadness. But dear granddaughter, if I would have encouraged you, I would have been the proudest of grandmother. For I know that I would have been a great grandmother. I would have allowed you to be who you wanted to be. I would have supported you in all your dreams, like they supported me. So says your addicted grandmother.
So much wonderful, very touching as well, isn't it? Let us have different, the next performance. Understand there are 4 from EZU. Let's have the next poet. Thank you, Sam. You identify yourself and go into your poem.
Oh, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. At the moment in time, I cannot be able to finish my show. By the way, my name is Felix, and I come all the way from Zimbabweb University. And at this very moment in time, I have to speak to my wife. Hi there. How are you? I know you're wondering where I was. Yes, of course, I was at work. I know you might be wondering, I was at work. Wait, what is that? Oh, the lipstick on my shirt. The lipstick on my shirt. He solemnly swore in sickness and in health. Now I watch the least does that old but melt. They say beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. I wish I never held. To you, when I told you how much I loved you, you must be wondering, oh, I wasn't sober. Then there is my my mother-in-law. For indeed, many times she did enforce the law for sure. I remember she said, hug my daughter, as if you hugged me. She said, kiss my daughter, as if you kissed me. And at some point she said, caress my daughter, as if you caressed me. And she did say, beat my daughter, as if you, okay, wait, you actually did beat me, didn't you? I remember that indeed. And as myself, I have scars to prove that fact. I have scars on my wrist, as you can see. I have scars on my... Okay, let's leave that for another day. I think that I would have to put you on a list. Oh yes, what was that? Sorry, yes, there is a list for this beast who made me tormented by the lyrical mist that I was going through, the feast that I mind's going through, and I could not think of myself being the same person that I showed you when I told you how much I loved you, when I told you how much the love that I had for you. You did tell me that you loved me, but the actions you were acting in contradiction of what you're coming, the meditation and the effect that was the fixation, the fix that you gave me to my face. And I thought that I was in love with you. No, I wasn't. I think I was high, because I think when I told you how much I loved, at first I said hi, but then I didn't stop, because when you did actually told me how much I felt, I said I did fly. But I will not stop on that fact, because I've gone through a lot of things, but you are one of the major problems that I've gone through. You're the one that gave me this hate that has been going through my head, and I regret meeting you. Oh yes, I'm now fit to say what I can say, because remember, I have this audience in front of me. You cannot beat me in front of them, because that would mean that you're crazy. Actually, you are kind of crazy. Please don't beat me. I know what I'm saying is quite convicting, and I know what I'm saying is quite revealing to the fact that the feeling that I have in my heart is the much love that I had for you the first day that I met you, and I thought you were the one for me. But by that virtue, I thought maybe I could give you a chance. But you were beautiful. I remember in the morning you'd come wake me up. Good morning, honey. Here's some tea. Now the opposite is quite vivid. I come to you in the morning and say, good morning, honey. Here's the tea. The love. Does that exist? After what you have made me gone through, I will show you this fist. And what you have made me gone through has actually changed the location of my major dream. If I could wear a ring on my head and not forget that you were the wife that I had. I want a divorce. Yes, I want a divorce. What I've gone through, I can show you no remorse. Isn't that quite vivid? But the fact of my tears coming down the multitude of moors. There you go, you snickering slime. How can you say that I've made this sickening rhyme about the fact that you have shown me that love with your crinkled face like you've eaten lime? Oh wait, that's how you smile. This is a no smoking zone. Please do not speak to me in that no choking tone, because all your anal teeth are being shown and I cannot do much. But I'll say goodbye, honey. It was nice to meet you. Thank you so much. Goodbye, poet.
Next, 4 minutes, please. Because I'm told there are 4 performers. The third one, please. Will you please come up? Thank you. Very much.
My name is Poka. My poetry piece is called The Unheard Voices. Neander blood in my veins, Kagovi genes in my chromosomes, Nyakaskana bones is risen again, this time manifesting in my pain. Neander blood in my veins, Kagovi genes in my chromosomes, Nyakaskana bones is risen again, this time manifesting in my pain. Biko inscribed on my t-shirt, then there was a sculpture tattoo on my chest, swinging tail of a dead beast, singing to invoke the spirits, Bandi heritage conservation activist, Eurocentric views and notions I resist, labeling Africans witches and satanists, calling us apes, but the human race comes in different colors and shades. Sour grapes cause they envy our charcoal black skin. Neander blood in my veins, Kaguvi genes in my chromosomes, Nyakasikana bones is risen again, this time manifesting in my pain. There is this mistaken belief that Africans use sex drive mood. It's a myth. We go beyond the call of jute. Between the sheets, we know the right spot to shoot. Neander blood in my veins, Kaguvi genes in my chromosomes, Nyakasikana bones is risen again, this time manifesting in my pain. We follow no trends. Coup is a foreign term we don't understand. In my hood, gangsters kill for ritual purposes, cutting genitals into pieces, concoction for traditional practices. When matter comes to light, suspects face mob justice. Neander blood in my veins, Kaguvi genes in my chromosomes, Nyakasikana bones is risen again, this time manifesting in my pain. In my garden I grow mbanje and sell it under stone market store. It's illegal to sell the commodity in store. Informers spilling beans to settle personal scores. Pride is what they know me for. I can't stand being dealt a blow by the police. I I would rather commit suicide than fall before the descending hammer of the law. Nay, under blood in my veins, Kabuli genes in my chromosomes, Nyakasikana bones is risen again, this time manifested in my pain. Thank you.
Thank you so much. He knows when to shoot, when he's between the Because of the final performance from Zimbabweb University. The last performance before we move on to the next segment. Thank you so much. We have a wish to applause. Jaboski from Zimbabweb University. Hanzi pane tunu tumwe tunu kunototi tunu tunzi tumwe tunu asi kana pasina tunu tunu tikwanisa kunzi tumwe tunu asi sei tichimbonzi tunu kana chikoro chaipo chaitotedzani tunu kuti tumwe tumetse tumwe tusainzi tumwe tuenglish kana waitadzenzwisisa tunu twoko ndopaizonzi muna azii tunu twako kana wakatotarisa muna nemari chete yakabatanza tunu tumwe tunu akatobatanza akatiplaza akatitenza pakabuda twana tumwe tunu ndozvozoona chinzi unofanira kuona nemwana netunhu twake watototarisa netunhu uchienderera hanzi pane tunhu totumwe tunhu tinozotodonamanga tunhu tikada kutarisa rasta vayavo tunhu totumwe tunhu itwoto tunhu twechirume netunhu twechikazi wabatanza pakuda tunhu tinozi tumwana tunhu tinozi mwana towapawo tunhu tinozi chikafu twakura pakuda tunhu tinozi rasta ezvinozvamufana netunhu totumwe tunhu tumwe twacho twakutonzi tuhuta
Seguro. Vamos falar de chuta. Com chuta, chocolate.
Chihuta chile kapromotwa. Kwakatanga kupromotwa dada apromotwa, wakapromotwa Sulu apromotwa, wakapromotwa Mbila futa apromotwa ipapapa. Tagala Makole 2016. Hanzi chihuta anolapa. As ana ngalukumbila kuna akulu mtendeze chichemo chao chekuti chumdatse pafleki pamwe nyika ingapole nekuchikulwana tumwe twacho tutatutundwa twakunzi kana tumabhondi mabhondi izi zaitwa nekuti angazisaziye kuti mali ni mwana zakatotanga kudala 1980 kuna $10 kuna simbali gulu lendana na mapounds na United States dollar tagala Makole wapokapita 500 na lipo nanzi za dabu 1000 apini hanzi chiongo taula palejo kunza hyperinflation hanzi kwa kuna mapele ya cheki mapele ya cheka yapita mapele ya cheka tunapofunga mbavu Malawi mapele hapo kazi ya macheke kutenga azai wa bondo mapele ya imali zokutotana mwana wese akazala kolelona katabilionea auya wese 5 billion makologoto auya ambali 5 billion makologoto mali zezi zazokana sasa zinatenga mali hanzi kwako ya Mount Caresi hanzi kushanda kwemali dzakawanda kwapinda pula apinda landa apinda na uyu wakulinanzano United States dollar futa mapinda dzese mali zikushanda tabazanzi mapula atapo achatenga landa kutiele tasala na mali uzanzi change yako nienzi zilichua yele inga kujenga na toke misasala ayo hapo anzipani mnangendo denga akazoka huyu ni nyao chukwaji kutukune muna agenda kudenga akazoka manzo anzi mume mulume pamatudalo na bagazwa pamalata bajidila pamoja hizi mingulu hapa kudenga ndio kutoka pambeta bila mtishu na kuja kabuluka pambeta bila mtishu akakudila kwa kwa times 6 za
seguro. Ushula alizotaka kana kana. Imma kasema ita chingo kumushani. Wanarupopota.
Bana zangaika kumusha na watoto tukwani basi. Leo tunaona profita wao profita wa siku anaudita hizi mapofofa tizo julumu. Nazo singa mamanilo ipapa lupaliza na julumu chaja anzi. Why do you give me $1 when God does so many miracles for you? Give me more money so God does so many miracles for you. Inda kama na muzimisa na ada kupuma nesi. Thank you.
Thank you.